What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome to another edition of the Fanboys Anonymous Fan Tracks podcast. I'm your host, Tony Mango, and joining me is Robert DeFelice.
I am not a fan, but I am a fan.
We are both fans. We are fanboys. That's why we're here on fanboysanonymous.com. Thank you for joining us, everybody. What we're doing here is any other fan tracks, as I said. And if you don't know what a fan tracks is, it's kind of something that you should be aware of if you've ever bought a DVD and you've ever listened to the commentary tracks that they have on those DVDs or Blu-rays or HD DVDs or whatever it is that you got on those kind of things. That is what we're doing here. But obviously, since we have not worked on the movie that we're going to be watching, that is not going to be the same type of thing of talking about how hard of a shoot it was or anything like that. No, instead, because it's fan tracks, we're fans approaching the whole thing. That's where we're going here. So we're going to talk about some stuff revolving around our thoughts on the movie. We're going to talk about our experiences watching this before, crack some jokes, all that good stuff. So
hopefully not like fall into an existential crisis.
Yeah, not like we did the last one, because what we're doing here is Pokemon the movie 2000, The Power of One, or one of 900 other variation titles that they had, where it could have been, in other languages, they translate it differently. Whether you refer to this as Pokemon the movie 2, Pokemon the movie 2000, Pokemon the Power of One, Pocket Monsters the movie Revelation Lugia, Pocket Monsters the movie The Phantom Pokemon, or the Mirage Pokemon Lugia's Explosive Birth, which to me is just like, Jesus God.
You ever, well, obviously,
I'm glad they didn't go with that. Yeah.
You're not a woman. I was going to ask you if you ever had an explosive birth.
No, thankfully, I've not ever had an explosive birth. I've had some bad, rough times on the toilet, but that's never been that bad. So how this came about is through our Patreon, and that's something that we need to tell you about, because that's how this whole special request came from. It's one of the tiers called the Pick Your Poison tier, and that functions as kind of a direct sponsorship sort of thing, where when you donate to that tier, you get to request some kind of a special feature of some sort that you would like to see. And that could be a variety of different things. We've done plenty of fan tracks things now. There's been, we could do movie reviews, we could do a fan cast, we could do a group meeting, roundtable discussion about something in particular. We could do what we might be doing in the future, like a Mount Rushmore of things. It's all kind of depending upon ideas that you want, because, hey, you're picking your poison. That's the whole idea behind that. So, and this one is sponsored by a longtime sponsor that we have, Guest 5. He tossed out this idea and many other ones that hopefully we'll be doing in the future as well. And he passed on the other ideas in the past that we've done with like the other Pokemon movie and everything like that. So thank you, of course, always to Guest 5 for his donation and for tossing this idea our way, because it's going to be kind of fun to watch this. We are not the target age bracket that when this movie first came out anymore, since 20 years have passed by, almost 20 exactly. This movie came out July 15th, 2000 in America, or July 21st, 2000. It's kind of contradictory dates. The premieres are kind of like it pops up on the one thing and then you get a wider release at a different time and all that. But for Japan, it was 1999 when it came out, July 17th, 1999. So we're a little bit off, but it's still something that 2000, 2020, it's 20 years ago. And what we're going to do here is the way that we normally do with all these things. And what you should know for this ahead of time is we will not be providing you with the movie in any kind of format like on YouTube, or obviously if you're listening to us on like Spotify, then you can't see a movie anyway. But what you can do is you can line up your copy of your DVD or your stream or your whatever it is you're watching this on. Maybe you have the VHS tape or something from back in the day. We will give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1, play. And when I say play, we're going to hit our play buttons and we're going to start things off with the beginning of the movie. There's no FBI warning things that we're doing. There's no menu screen on the DVD. None of that stuff gets in the way. It's going to go straight to, I think it was like I tested it out ahead of time, but I think it's just like a shot of like an island or something. And it's usually about like a couple seconds of, maybe like 2 seconds of black screen before that. So just be aware of that and have some fun, kick back, relax, get your popcorn, and hopefully you enjoy it. So, are you ready, Rob?
I am ready, Rob, indeed, Tony.
I am Tony, so I am ready. Rob, indeed, Tony. And that means countdown's ready to go. So hopefully you all listening are ready as well. And you're good to go in 3, 2, 1, play. So I now have that Japanese writing on my screen.
What is that, like a Toei animation kind of thing?
Not the slightest idea, but it's silent for me right now. And I know that the audio picks up, so if anybody's not hearing anything, it comes in a couple seconds. There's your 3 little islands, and you should start hearing the music now at this point. We got our first Pokemon. It looks like that's Slowbro. Oh no, it's Slow King. Okay, looking very pensive.
He doesn't seem very happy.
Maybe that thing on its head's a little tight. So this previous movie that we had watched, the other Pokemon movie, we had that whole existential crisis. Do you think that we're going to get another one out of this one?
God, I hope not.
Lest the Earth return to Ash.
Ash Ketchum? Or like...
It'd be a lot easier to put that in your pun prophecy than to be in like something Ketchum. Green hair.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh? What's happening?
All right, Rorschach, what do you see?
Evil.
Tuberculosis. Now, I do not remember the plot of this movie because it's been 20 years since I've seen it.
Not even remotely.
I think, if I remember correctly, I think it's that this guy wants to steal the 3 legendary birds, and Lugia says, like, nah. I think.
Oh, fuck, good for Lugia.
The Green Island. There's no green legendary bird, so.
What do you think? What do you think Lugia tastes like?
Probably like chicken.
I'm thinking more like a shrimp.
Or you know what? I got it. Swordfish.
Mm. Damn, that's something.
I like how this AI is like, hey, by the way, this thing that you've been researching, the names are this. And then he goes, what's the closest one by? And it's like the fire one, Moltres, as if you forgot in the last 10 seconds.
Listen, that's a good AI.
And nobody sees this thing.
Nah, it's totally inconspicuous.
That's full-blown next level James Bond lair floating in the sky kind of thing. Who built this?
Oh, we're showing off our 3D CGI again.
Well, you gotta. I mean,
It's
Pokemon the movie 2000!
Welcome to the world of tomorrow!
So, legendary bird-wise, I've always thought they should have continued that. They should have had every possible blank plus flying legendary, and then they should have had, like, the leader of them should have been pure flying. And I thought it never made any sense that Lugia is psychic and flying because it's in the water. I always thought, why isn't this water flying?
What a beautiful creature that is. And we're looking at a Moltres.
My least favorite.
My favorite is Zapdos.
Zapdos is the coolest, yeah.
I
Out of these 3.
always went with Zapdos. Any Pokemon game I got the chance to be Zapdos, I was Zapdos.
Now, Articuno, I know, was on my team when I first beat Red for the first time. I don't remember exactly what my team was, but I know Charizard was on it. I know Articuno was on it. I'm pretty sure Hitmonchan.
That is pretty shitty animal abuse.
Well, I mean, you got to do something with it, right? It's a big fire bird that's going to destroy everything or something, right? Yeah, this is not really chess.
Yeah, I don't know what good chess he's playing. You gotta kill the
Uh,
queen, by the way. You're not capturing the king.
I've not played chess more than once or twice in my life. I
I
actually
used
don't
to
know
be
all the
very good
rules,
at it.
but I do know that chess is not a game of I'm gonna get a giant machine and fuck up this bird and grab it and steal it.
Uh, uh, this clearly doesn't say Pokemon, Tony.
Yeah, Pocket Monsters, Revelation Lugia.
We got this completely legit.
And there's an X because it's Pokemon X or whatever. That's another one of the titles. It was like Pokemon the movie X or something like that or whatever. There's your 1999 thing or something. Well, obviously, if you're listening to this, we didn't check out the shorts. There was like a Pikachu one, and there was a Slow King's
I
Day or
think.
something, but I couldn't find them.
Why is he so angry? Why is he a little angry boy?
He's angry because there's Tracy instead of Brock.
Yeah, I'm pretty angry about that too, actually. How does Ash Ketchum survive?
How does he not age?
It's a great question.
Oh, Togepi's so cute.
Tony, why does Togepi sound exactly like your girlfriend?
That's not untrue. Wait, how did that ball know how to throw to open up at that point? It's midair. It didn't hit anything. I never understood how these balls work. Come to think of it, like why out of all the options for capturing a thing, do you have to throw a ball at it? If you miss hitting it, maybe you're a bad Pokemon trainer just because you can't throw a ball really well. You know?
Could be.
Never liked Goldeen.
In a Pokemon world, I wanna be. Oh, what? That was weird.
Oh, poor Psyduck.
I think I
Maryl's one of
am
my favorites.
Psyduck.
This type of rap stuff is so bad.
Can we go back to the we all live in a Pokemon? Why? Why are you just letting all your things free and letting whatever?
Is this supposed to be Team Rocket? Let's see. Yeah, because they had that Magikarp thing.
Why? Why did you take a great song and remix it to shit?
Because you got to show that it's got some attitude or something now. This is like full blown. Let's try to be Backstreet Boys types of things and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, who's this chick?
She's our captain. I
Got a
assume.
shitty little boat. Pikachu's still pissed.
Yo, Pikachu, what's wrong?
Like, you mean to tell me that you didn't just have some fun with your Pokemon friends? You still mad?
I just forgot what that the green thing's name is, but I know it evolves into Caesar.
Scyther.
Scyther, thank you.
There you go. Scyther! It's just like, ah! I'll get back in my ball.
Is Ash a bad Pokemon trainer because he never protects Pikachu? Ever?
They did with the Spearow. That's all that matters, I guess.
I guess.
Now there's somebody watching this that's like actually watched the series more than we have, and they're just kind of like, excuse me, on episode number 412, he. You can't tell because this isn't a video podcast, but I pretended to push up glasses.
I know you did. I could like feel it.
Not even wearing my glasses at the time. Who do you like better, Lugia or Ho-Oh?
Lugia.
As far as in-game, I like Lugia better. But if they wouldn't have had, like, I don't see the point of Ho-Oh and Moltres, because they're both just Phoenixes. I think. Maybe they're not necessarily, but at the very least with that, fire and flying, like, I like Ho-Oh better than Moltres.
We all
So
live in a Pokemon world.
all these Magikarp. I wonder if at any point in this movie Pikachu's not going to be pissed.
By the end of it, I hope.
Meowth is drunk.
Mother, Tony.
The carp insurance thing.
Do
All
we
right,
have
now
carp?
talking about what do things taste like? What kind of fish do you think the Magikarp tastes like? Like flounder?
No. There are those weirdos that eat pufferfish. I
Hmm.
imagine that's Magikarp.
Wouldn't that be quillfish?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of Pokemon when it comes to the idea of like, oh, I'd love to have a little Oddish. They're cute, or a little Marill, or whatever. Fuck having a Mr. Mime, man. That thing would freak me out so much.
I think you gotta be weird to have one.
Yeah, that people with a Mr. Mime have to have like a fetish or something.
Oh.
Delia's she's got like a gimp in the basement. Maybe that's why Oak's coming over.
Oak was gonna be the kid in the basement. What kind of professor are you?
All I know is how to make a machine that doesn't tell you the right information about anything, because it'll say things like, I don't know, like Arcanine can shoot a flamethrower up to 900 billion degrees, and it's like, yeah, it's impossible. It's just like that. The snow's over. So good,
Oh,
good chiming in there, Mime.
why is this dork on a bike? Dude,
Mr. Mime saw itself in its reflection. That's why it's upset. You just lost your bike, dude. Go get it back from the Diglett. Well, there you go. Pichu's not mad. He's just pensive.
he's sad now.
Tracy was a tool. Not a fan of that dude. Look at him hiding behind Misty.
Do you think they got rid of Brock because he was less kid friendly?
Maybe because the whole hitting on all the women and all that. But it wouldn't shock me if they got rid of Brock because they thought that they could have expanded the characters and sold more toys, and that was their test to be like, well, we don't want to get rid of Misty yet because like that's the one girl character. We could get rid of the one boy character and try a new boy out, and it might have been that because they replaced Misty eventually, right?
Yeah, I didn't like the one they replaced her.
I don't think I was watching it at that point. This is what was it, Judy Funny from Doug?
Yeah, she does kind of, but like she's more cool than Judy Funny. They got rid of him due to concerns of racism.
Oh, because of the eyes?
I hope so. Okay, yeah, yeah. And here's why. I'm gonna send you a GIF, and I'm gonna show you exactly why they got rid of him. But there's also another racist issue underneath all this that you replace the dark skin character with a white guy.
Yeah, that's true. And it's really stupid that he's Tracy Sketchit and Ash Ketchum and all that. Like,
What's
what's
Misty's last name?
yeah, is Misty's last name like Water Trainer? She wants it.
Yeah.
Ash is like,
So interesting. There hadn't even been a complaint yet, but they decided to jump the gun.
that's weird. Maybe that's why they brought him back, because they were like, well, nobody complained, so.
Look at the GIF I just sent you on Messenger.
Yeah, that might not have been the best idea for them to do that.
You know? Also, that loud smack.
Would you eat a Gyarados? I would.
I would try it. How would you cook it?
Probably a broiler. A
Throw
little
it on
bit
a
of
grill.
some butter, some lemon.
I'd kebab it.
Oh, kebab. That could be good. Yeah, put that on the grill.
Is this wrong that we're talking about eating?
No, I would totally eat Pokemon. Like, I love the Meat Mountain sandwich from Arby's, where you just take a whole bunch of things and put it in there.
Oh.
Wait, what? Wait, did I hear that right?
Wait, whoa.
I mean, we can't really rewind, but did she just say the other person said, no, I've got Krabbies?
Wait.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna put it in a separate video. I got Krabby.
That, like, what's the alternative line that they did instead of that? Like, the original line was something like, so I was going down on this.
I got. Let's do it. Yeah.
Here's where she announces that she also has Krabbies.
Oh, she's ready to fuck.
That's just a dipshit. What do I do?
I'll show you what to do.
Almost all the chosen ones come back alive. That pineapple doesn't look all that good.
No, it doesn't. Who decided green pineapple?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I really want to bring them all back just so you can play the song. I hate Ash.
So it's a pair. Power boners, right?
I've had plenty of them.
So we've established on a dark cast, one of the Patreon exclusive Smart Cat Moment things, that zucchini and eggplant are related, where one of them's just the adult, the other one. So all these fruit things here, I'm sitting there going, what other discussions? What's up with this filler? Yeah, after a while, you gotta imagine Giovanni is wasting so much money on bankrolling these three idiots that he'd be better off just letting them blast off for good, you know?
Yeah. Now, do they bang or are they? I forget. Like, are they brother and sister? What's the deal here?
No, I think that they're supposed to be really good friends, but I don't know if they're actually supposed to be a couple or not.
So, like, really good friends because James is gay.
Maybe. I don't know. What the?
Yoda,
Is that supposed to be the Slow King talking?
dude, from the back that looked like Yoda.
He's like just flat out talking? Okay, that's weird. And there's Stonehenge. What's the meaning of Stonehenge? Great song. So
Well,
why did Pikachu steal that hat?
because he's pissed.
Epic mustache in this dude. Look at that.
Damn, she is like in love with Ash already. She's gonna risk her life for Ash.
Yeah. She met him at like 10 minutes ago. She's like, love of my life. You're the chosen one. You're the
That's how
thing.
Japanese culture works. At least how they frame things. Do they ever hook up?
I would assume that they probably should have at some point. It seemed like that was the goal.
I
You
don't
got this
like.
one who's like, I'm gonna take responsibility. I'm gonna go get him. And Misty's like, well, he's my friend or whatever. And Tracy's like, duh, I'll come along.
You talking about me? I'll be a friend.
I don't want to be left alone here. I'm Sketchit. Like, wait, did his weird floating fortress thing change? It didn't look the same to me. Wait, Zapdos took all over all those areas. It was always strange to me that the trio is ice, fire, and electric instead of being like. Well, I mean, at that point, the fire and the electric they don't balance each other out either. So maybe it's not that weird, but like the electric side of things, Zapdos can beat both of them. Moltres can beat Articuno. Articuno is just sort of. No, no, yeah, ice is super effective against flying. No, never mind. I'm being stupid.
Huh. I ended up. I dove down a deep rabbit hole of Ash's history with love, and it's a little weird because they have a lot of female protagonists, but like none of them ever actually do anything. I don't think.
He's too busy sucking as a trainer.
Okay, so somebody named Serena ends up being the future girlfriend of Ash.
Yeah, I had no idea who that is.
Yeah, 'cause it's X and Y. It's not like it's one of the newer shows.
I'm pretty sure that when I was done watching it, Misty was still on the show. So
Yeah, and all these things it clearly says like, yeah, Misty gets jealous of all these. If she's around for it, she's jealous.
what are you gonna do in the storm, though? The boat's crashed. Oh, you know what that boat reminds me of? Did you ever see that? I think it's Ultraman.
Like, is that like a Transformers thing?
It's like a Power Ranger type of thing. It looks
Yeah.
like it's that kind of design. It's got like the yellowish eyes, the silver, the red.
That's your best blacksmith, Misty? I don't get scared in the ocean.
Be like, yeah. Uh, and who's the gym leader? Your sisters, not you. It was a little weird that they went with Brock and Misty for like side characters for this series instead of just making up new ones. You know,
I think
you would think they would go with the female character that they had because I mean, they didn't have it in the first games, but they had like the artwork, and they were supposed to.
I'd imagine that if this show came out today, they would have fleshed out the characters more. Like you would have seen like Misty's full growth
Well, I mean, it's
instead of
weird
it
that
just
they
being
like had to add new gym leaders to replace them. Like they did the whole thing with like Brock's dad and stuff. I wouldn't think that they would take the first two gyms and just be like, they're going to travel with Ash. Like Tracy makes more sense, actually, than Brock does.
but he sucks.
Yeah, he just happens to be a dipshit. So it's,
Sketch it, catch him,
what would the female character name be? Well, I guess it would depend on what her character traits would be.
bop it.
Yeah. That's a new one each season. It's like Jane Bop It, and then it's
Jan, push it.
yeah, Tiffany Twist It. They already got that chaotic energy of the oh, I love your hat. I would never be able to pull off something that works on a small head like that. Oh, thanks. Those shoes look great on you. Mine are too small for that, but your big feet really fit that well. Like they have that
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah, they're totally just like backhanded compliments, lots of shadiness.
Mhm. Here's where I'd get the ball out and be like, "You're fucking going in there. What the hell is the matter with you? I'm traveling across the ocean. We're climbing up this weird thing."
That was actually really creepy.
Who do you like better, Jesse or James?
Um, Jesse.
Jesse, I trust more, but I like James better.
But I like somebody that actually knows what they're doing.
What's this all about?
Oh,
Why don't you help him out, Pikachu? So just yelling at him.
well, it's rules are reversed.
Now it starts opening up stuff like in Aladdin where you're not supposed to touch anything.
Yep.
Infidels. What Pokemon is that supposed to be?
Probably it's like the spirit of
Moltres, I guess.
yeah. Oh,
Bless you.
I sneezed and I kicked my rider. Fantastic. Oh shit.
Whose idea was it? Let's get the boat to go all the way up into the land like that where we can't possibly get it back out. What? Oh, there you go.
Ah!
All right. Well, I guess we got some confirmation there. That's an odd, like, put bit of dialogue to put in there though, to be like, let's just now we're stranded on this island. Let's talk about how hard relationships are.
Yeah, it's something that it's very Japanese, but it didn't bother to take it up. So the joke gonna come in, hey kids, don't get involved in sex. I wrote.
What is it you're saying? No, you're cutting out.
Am I really?
Yeah, you're gonna have to repeat yourself.
It seems weird that like you would tell kids, hey, don't get involved with the opposite sex, and then James is like, oh, I won't. You know, like
Yeah, Zapdos is the coolest. Let me look at this entrance. Hell of a lot better than Moltres. I don't think you can really electrocute the giant, a legendary electric bird.
I'm confused as to why they're not like. Why are you trying to hurt your fellow electric Pokemon? Okay.
Hmm. So Pikachu knows Zapdos and Moltres.
It's actually pretty cool.
Now it's mine. And stop telling me I look like Big Bird. I do not look like Big Bird. I am much bigger fan of Grimace. Or not Grimace. What's the name of the trash can one? Oscar, the Grouch. That's yeah. Grimace is the big purple
The
idiot
purple thing on
from
McDonald's, dude.
yeah. What is Grimace?
An anamorphous blob.
Hmm. I wonder if when you're making a movie like this, if because I mean at this point, obviously we're being super cynical about this, and a little kids go like, "Oh my god, this is like Zapdos, and this is crazy and all that." Well, I wonder if when you're making a movie like this for kids, because I've never produced a product like this, if you're like, this will be the moment where the kids will be shitting themselves, like kind of thing.
Yeah, like what has to tap into your mind to go, I want them to feel this?
Yeah,
Because like you could make a kid upset by like knocking over an ice cream cone.
yeah. There's plenty of times where a kid can you can. I mean, I've seen things. If you go on the "kids are stupid" subreddit, people will post things where it's like, here's a picture of my nephew crying because I said that uh his name's got 2 extra letters than mine. Like
Yeah.
it happens with kids, and it's like this is
Or there's that meme of like the kids being interviewed and he just randomly starts crying.
yeah.
Oh, look at that 3D CGI, man. Oh, the year 2000. What a breakthrough time.
So
Why
now
is
you
he the
got,
real prize?
and it's kind of funny. He's catching them in reverse order: 3, 2, and then 1. Well,
What's up,
Trace.
wrestling fans?
Yeah, I never liked the name Lugia. That's one of the reasons I don't.
You want a Hakalugia?
Yeah, we captured Zapdos, and we captured Zapuno. We're one more.
So, are Team Rocket babyface for this one?
I would assume probably Tweener.
How
She
can you
can read
read
it.
that?
Yeah, that's just she's just like, oh, it says blah 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 blah. Like, yeah. Then again, she's part of this whole island bullshit. So, hmm.
Bitch, you keep them in balls. Like,
Yeah. I never understood this idea of this. You think that Pokemon shouldn't be fighting each other. Let's fight.
Why isn't Meowth more sought after? He's a talking Pokemon.
Who can create money out of nothing?
I want a Meowth.
Yeah. Just be like, Meowth, payday. Don't you want me to do any other moves? No, never. Constant payday all the time. Now, do you really got to do that, Articuno? Like, why being a dick? I do remember though when I first played Red, being so like impressed with the idea of going to catch Articuno because it's like you're going deep into this cave, you're catching this thing that's like it's just sitting there. It's higher level, it's harder to catch, all that.
This is global warming in a nutshell.
Yeah, this is 2020. Professor Ivy. I don't remember Professor Ivy. Here's your big exposition dump. What about the fire? What about the island of lightning? Wow, that's a shocking discovery.
We would never have any problem with electricity.
Yeah. So my audio just crapped out.
Mine did too, pal.
Huh. I don't know why that's the case on this copy of. Now we're back.
Okay.
Huh. Well, that's one of the problems when you get something that's on the older spectrum is sometimes things don't work out all that well.
Who is that guy?
What that Raichu that was there?
No, the little the guy with the weird mustache.
Which guy with a mustache? I'm not seeing a guy with a mustache.
The guy with the crazy mustache that you pointed out earlier.
Oh, that dude, like village older dude or something.
Why is he right next to her?
What?
Well, you didn't see what I saw? Like,
no, the Slowking thing that you just say?
no. When she was like looking out at the snow, Melody's sister.
Wait, I think you're ahead of me. I'm now on the point where she just said Melody and she's looking out the window.
Yep, that's what I saw.
So you're ahead of me somehow.
Oh, well, hold on.
How did this happen? I'm on 3910, 3911, 3912.
Okay, just tell me when you get to 50.
When you get to what? 3950?
Yeah.
Oddly enough, yeah. I don't know why. So hopefully you guys listening, you are on the same thing for me. You probably are on 3930 right now.
So yeah, I'm like looking at the guy and I'm like, how is he not seeing this?
So I'm at 39, 41, 42,
3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 39, 50. There you go. So you have a Moltres
Yeah.
and Zapdos on there? Yeah, okay. Well, this is a weird circumstance of this kind of.
The audio cut out, and then it just moved to that. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
well, it's back.
that's weird. We're doing this live in some capacities. We're not doing it live on YouTube and stuff, but hey, you can't really pause that kind of thing when we're doing this. So hopefully everybody is locked in on the screen the way that they should normally be. You should have like a fire coming out of that hitting Articuno.
That's a beautiful bird. Probably. You ever have quail?
I think I've had quail. I've had Cornish game hen.
Oh, those are nice. Those are like little chickens.
Yeah.
I talked about nothing but food with you today. So.
You gotta have the fire and the electric type trying to free the fire and the electric types.
You think that, they would at least use them to communicate.
Right. And I'm pretty sure that even though I'm saying you're using the same types and stuff, I'm pretty sure that Weezing's not going to be able to do a damn thing. Yeah, what's Arbok going to do?
They don't have Boba Fett yet?
I was just going to say, don't make the mistake of using Vine Whip. Use Razor Leaf. Now my audio's crapped out again.
Yep.
Togepi's happy.
Why are you laughing?
Togepi's just like having some fun. There you go. Now we got an explosion going on. And it looks like they freed Moltres. There you go. Look at that. Moltres is out.
That's now they're going to fight?
Yeah, it's like, that's sort of the weird thing. Like, why would you free Zapdos if you want to fight them? And if not, then isn't kind of the plot over? It's like, they're free. Okay.
Dude, they sound so pissed. Like, even when they're just moving regularly, they sound like they're going to bring down the wrath of God upon you.
They should, you know. Articuno's not helping at all.
What do you think this was rendered in?
No idea.
Because they're really proud of it.
He's very flippant about the idea that they're going to crash. Just meh.
He does not give a fuck.
We all got to go sometime. Yeah, they really do like this the CGI for this thing. And that's pretty bad. That shot was pretty bad. Not that I could do any better, but yeah.
Maybe you could. I'm pretty sure with today's technology, 10-year-olds could do better. And I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
They're all Sonic the Hedgehog now. They're all.
I saw a thing before about debating what Sonic characters, what if they were Pokemon, what types they would be. It's actually pretty neat. The justification for Sonic was that he would be electric type.
Yeah.
Knuckles.
I think we proved that.
Knuckles would be, I think it was
fighter.
like ground fighting. I think.
Yeah.
Tails would obviously be flying. Maybe like flying normal.
No, I'd make him like I'd make him a fire type.
Tails?
He's
Fire?
I think there's justification there. Like he flies, and you think about it, he's a fox. He would probably be he'd probably have firepower if he was a Pokemon.
Firefox?
Yeah, there you go. I swear to God, that's not where I was going. But, maybe that's why my brain said fire. He's a fox. He's gonna have fire.
His boats held up pretty well. They crash landed like 6 times or something, didn't they? Or like they did that one big major crash, but they've bumped into a bunch of things by now, and it's still holding up. Good investment.
Who's the oldest person here? Like, where is the adult?
Well, probably Jesse, I would think. I was assumed, like, I mean, Ash is supposed to be 10, I think.
Yep.
They're all like Misty's like 10. I'm assuming Tracy's like 11, maybe, because he looks a little bit older. But I always got this impression that Jesse and James were probably in their like late teens, early 20s. Maybe like 18, something like that. Because Brock's supposed to be older. I think Brock's like 12, 13.
Is that why his libido is wild?
Probably. He's finally hit that teenage thing where he's just sort of like, things are happening.
Boobies!
This is so weird. Why is there a Slowking that just like talks in this movie and stuff? Take a treasure, put it there. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. 10 points if you get the reference. Drop a comment below. There's a movie to do a fan tracks for. If you want us to do a fan tracks for that movie, donate to the Patreon.
Yeah. He will. You already know he will.
All right, low-key, this Slowking's pretty much the best character.
Yeah. I'd probably like to see them fight.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. I've been liking those things that people have been making lately where since it's like 2020, it's just like so horrible and everything keeps happening. People are photoshopping like dragons in the sky and all that stuff. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want any of that kind of horrible destruction to happen, obviously, but I'd be lying if I wouldn't think that it would be like kind of neat.
Nature is crazy. I like looking at big thunderstorms. Nature is quite a joy to watch.
What do you mean you can't believe it? You just saw 3 legendary birds attacking each other out of nowhere.
Yeah,
you can't imagine the 4th one?
This one's the real myth.
I like it better when there's only one legendary, by the way. I don't like this whole idea where it's like, oh, there's a baby Lugia. Like, what do you mean there's a baby?
Well, evolution has to continue.
But the point of the whole thing, just that it's like, it's a legend because there's only one thing.
But they were probably uninformed, They thought there were only 150, for God's sake.
That's true. I mean, the whole series is for kids. None of it makes any sense. So.
Whoa. Lugia, for a legendary Pokemon, you have rad CGI skills.
Again, look at all this water. Totally should be a water type.
Well, what is he?
Psychic flying.
But it's a flying what?
I think it's a flying beluga whale. Because isn't that part of the Lugia, like beluga? And the Guardian of the Sea, like, totally should be a water type.
It's yeah.
Slowking no like this.
But maybe its psychic abilities have allowed it to adapt to multiple planes.
I mean, it makes more sense for it to be psychic and controlling these than for it to be like bug flying or something, you know?
Oh shit.
RIP. Nuzlocke challenge over. I mean, it really should have
They
been
just totally did that Royal Rumble spot where everybody gangs up on the big show.
right. Yeah, it really should have been Zapdos and Articuno, not Moltres, because Moltres shouldn't be able to do anything with this. But
What are you doing out there?
it's a good thing Mime's not there. What was that noise?
That was that looked like Blastoise. He was leading the pack there.
Just like, ugh.
I'd like to buy the world a Coke.
Oh, it just happens to be that I'm the chosen one. And they all turn to him and they
They
still don't even
literally
know.
all turned ash.
No shit. We talked about this at the beginning of the movie.
Well, I like that he's being a little realistic.
Yeah. Just happens to be named that. Yeah. What do you mean you never should have dragged him into it? He's the goddamn chosen one that's going to save the world. Absolutely should have dragged him into it. If you didn't, the world's done. Idiot. It'd be funny if she was doing that on a shelter instead. And it was just like, ah, shelter.
Like a Flintstones bit. It's a living.
Yeah. So she's making this happen. How does that possibly mean that Ash is the chosen one? She's the one saving the world.
A woman can't save the world. This is 1999 in Japan. It's like,
And
excuse me?
that's how music works. Look at those hands. Get these hands. Yeah. Screw that. It'd be
I know.
great if there's like a heel turn in this and he just goes, maybe I should go to Sinnoh and just turns around.
Oh, what the fuck?
What's his team here? He's got the 3 starters, Pikachu, Snorlax, and does he not have a 6th one?
No. Why are you crying?
Pressure.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
That fast he's over it. I'm not the chosen one. What's going on? Oh, I guess I am the
Talk
chosen
about
one.
manic
Well, I
fucking
don't.
bipolar disorder. What the fuck?
Yeah, he in the span of a minute and a half, he goes from "What are you talking about? I'm not the chosen one" to "Well, of course I
I
am,
got
but I
this
can't
shit.
do
Let's
it."
go.
Oh, I can. I turned my hat backwards. Oh, finally, that didn't last. Here we go. Remix mode. Well, yeah. He's the main character after all.
Whoa, don't break that fourth wall there.
And Ash's mom and Oak and all them, they're dead.
Oh, what a twist. Just kidding. It's a movie for kids. Of
You wouldn't
course,
know that from
everybody.
the first movie.
Of course, everybody's completely unscathed.
This is a lot tamer than that first movie was, though. Now, that, like, come to think
Yeah,
of it,
where's the story about somebody's daughter? There's passed away. They're just being like, it's okay. I gotta go.
yeah, I'm okay with my mortality. I'll fade into the endless void.
Wait, yeah, thank you for being my friend. But where's Mew and Mewtwo throughout all this? Aren't they like legendary Pokemon as well?
Yeah, they're hanging out on some kind of island.
Doesn't Mew have power to stop all this?
Where's Arceus, the god that wants this stuff to not have a problem?
I guess you gotta think of one legendary being at a time.
Yeah, or maybe it's just like normal life where you're like, "Where's God and all this?" Like, that kind of thing.
What if God was one of us?
Yeah, did they get hit with sand attack ahead of time? Because they're not hitting any of their like, Moltres is shooting fire out, not hitting a single either one of those.
Nope.
Look at the face of Bulbasaur. Buh. Look at them saving the day.
I love these rhymes. What the fuck?
Super dupulous.
I like that he knows something.
Just, huh? Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Why does Meowth's fingers in that shot look like dick and
Looks like what?
balls?
Pinballs?
No, a dick and balls.
Oh. Your internet connection's still kind of a little loopy here and there.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spectrum. $200 more.
If they do a sequel to Detective Pikachu, you gotta cast like Danny DeVito or Joe Pesci as Meowth, right?
I like Joe Pesci.
That'd be great. Because he's got that kind of like tough guy attitude, like you looking at my ass, like that kind of thing. Like, they loved this shot for sure. Look at this; it's a one shot over and over again. They looped that like 6 times. They're looping this one too. Huh.
It's a ballsy little Pikachu.
Just break the statue.
Yep, I guess he's the chosen one.
He just drops it. Whoops. Wow, look how much taller they are to them. This doesn't have the depth of the first movie either when it comes to like
No,
the first
but
one's like, you know, an actual kind of like
this is
story
straight
about
to VHS, wasn't it?
no, I think it was out in theaters. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know for
I would
sure.
not have put this in theaters.
It might have been just straight to VHS. I don't remember seeing it in theaters, at least. Head nod. That's my boy. And just ignore Team Rocket. They're finally like doing something good. It must suck to be in this Pokemon world when things like this happen. You know,
It's
like you're
kind of
like you can't even like walk around without potentially being attacked by these things that could like shoot lightning at you and stuff.
I get that obviously this is a series focused on one person, but I always hate when the main character does these like world altering things and we don't see anybody else's perspective.
That he's not famous or anything. You know,
Yeah.
R.I.P. Self-sacrifice.
Looks like Team Rocket's fucking off again.
Team Rocket's blasting off for good. You can start capturing them.
Dude,
What?
let's not take time. Let's just only got one existential line out of it.
You're a Pokemon, Ash.
Yeah, well,
One Pokemon can save the world. The chosen Pokemon, you. And Misty just throws a ball at him and captures him, and she's like, "All right, he's mine forever."
why are you mad about that? Like
Yeah,
it's ending up okay. Oh, shit.
yeah. The I actually did forget that this dude was a part of the plot.
Yeah, I forgot him completely.
So credit to the movie for doing that. I mean, I don't know if that's really like a good thing or not that I forgot about the main villain, but
It didn't even seem like he was a villain though. It just seemed like he was a guiding hand. Because really, the conflict here is between the four legendary Pokemon.
yeah, but he's like the instigator. He's poking, prodding. I'm assuming this is Aeroblast.
What a kind way to say stop your shit. Like
This is the second time that Lugia is like, oh, I'm done for. Let's play
You
the
better
song
play that.
again. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Imagine the kids if you ended it right there. I have failed, and Ash doesn't open up his eyes, and then it's just like credits pop up, you know.
So you help him.
You'll have to play the song, and I'll go look at him. And Tracy, just stay the fuck here. Now they're doing the whole like sisters.
So if you're Ash, which one do you end up with?
Flute Girl or Misty?
Yeah.
Oh, Misty.
Let's see if Ash makes the same decisions.
You got to go with the one that stuck by you, not the one that fell head over heels that quick.
I like the very like in your face. No, you play the song. Ash has me. Like
I can do more than play a flute. I'm a strong, independent woman. Kind of a cool trinket to own.
yeah, I wonder if they sell replicas.
Tracy has been worthless in this.
He didn't end a thing.
Not a single thing. He hasn't even sketched anything. It's part of your name. Like, I mango every once in a while. That is very like underwhelming. That's what they bothered to show that. It's like this triumphant walking up kind of music, and he stops to be like, "Let me take a breath." It's not like he's like like he got shot and he's like dragging his leg and kind of like, "Oh, I don't know if I can." He's just kind of like, "Oh man, a lot of steps." Here's where like some of the other legendaries, like was it Deoxys pops up and just kind of like, we've got stuff going on too at the same time. Alien invasion, Ultra Beasts.
Should Ash be standing right in the middle of that?
I wouldn't be, that's for sure. Any kind of ancient rune kind of stuff, not ruin. Ruins too, for that matter. I mean, you give me a temple or something, I ain't going on any of these kind of things. But especially not when things start glowing and all that. I'm gonna stand back. I'm gonna shield myself with.
What if you're the chosen one?
A lot of chosen ones die. So,
Let's not say goodbye. Let's just say we're gonna die.
Anakin, Neo.
It's a beautiful song.
It's very Harry Potter-ish. Of course, those movies hadn't come out at this point. Wait, had they?
Nope. 2001.
Okay, I didn't think so. Now it's the same song, and now it's like
No, it's calming them because
the perfect harmony type thing.
yeah.
So all they really needed was like, what would have happened if they would have gotten like somebody dropped a beat?
All you need is love. All you need is love.
Would you drink this?
Maybe. I'd be tempted.
I don't know if green ancient uh flute water is really like the best thing in the world, but I mean it might be one of those things where you
Green
try it and you're
ancient
like, this
flute
is
water.
great.
That's disgusting.
I mean, I've had unsweetened tea, so
Oh, for that matter, sweet tea is the same thing. It's just a lot of sugar.
yeah, it's just gross.
I made the mistake when I moved here of thinking that, as I said, iced tea, I was getting some lemon iced tea. No, no,
Give me some brisk.
you're not.
Here's where Lugia is like, I'm better now because this is my jam.
When your jam plays at the club.
Oh, the single ladies. Weird pose.
How come? How come Ash is the only one going for this ride?
Right, he's chosen one. Nobody else deserves it. Lugia's like, no, get the hell away, Melody.
She did a lot. The only one who did nothing was Sketchin over there.
Yeah,
Very
at least Slowking was the one saying, like, why don't you try this out?
Oh, look, more CGI.
Imagine being the people on, like, the islands and stuff, seeing, like, this big thing floating
Oh,
around
look, it's
there and all
him.
that. Yeah, they can't even kill off the villain.
He didn't do anything.
The character's name, apparently, is Lawrence the Third. Weird choice.
With balance restored, Ash will now move on.
Be great if the narrator's like, meanwhile, Gary was collecting badges and becoming a good trader. I mean, that dude got extra badges from Kanto that didn't exist. He's the man. It's just gonna perpetually do that now.
No, just as long as she plays. But she's got amazing lung capacity.
Yeah, I didn't even think that she was playing anymore since they pretty much stopped that whole thing. How would she know when to stop, too? What if they're like, no, you needed to hold on an extra 20 seconds? Imagine, like, cutting Bohemian Rhapsody, like, 20 seconds short or something. Nothing really. Like, that'd be
really
awful. Pass this out.
She should.
Yeah. Here's Mustache Dude. By the powers of my great mustache, everything's back to normal.
Now Ash Ketchum, I must ask you, what are you gonna do when Hulkamania runs away?
According to ancient scripture, you are now married to my daughter.
Oh, it's fall now.
I'll see you.
You know, at this point, Ash is gonna be like, "Yeah, I don't need to date. I saved the world." Like,
I can save the world, but I can't beat like a Pidgeotto.
what kind of mother are you?
Why the fuck did you save the world? Mr. Mime could have been hurt. Then again, the kid's 10. You probably shouldn't have let him go out on his own.
Who's his dad again?
What is the whole situation with his dad?
His dad is Pikachu. He just ended up taking good care of him.
When I was a kid, I did not at all get the whole palette town thing.
What do you mean?
That's palette for colors.
Okay. I get it. Yeah, because they're always red, blue, green. Okay.
And why has this guy got the card? That's very
'Cause
strange. Why remind people about the movie that already happened? Slowking's the best character in this for sure.
you're right,
What?
kid. What?
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 Wait, don't tell me that's gonna be the end. That's the end of the
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, so we're getting a full on ballad.
No, there's gotta be some kind of post-credit scene or something. That was so stupid.
Oh, who's singing this? She sounds familiar.
Donna Summer.
No, it can't be Donna Summer.
I do think it's Donna Summer, actually.
It kind of sounds like Gladys Knight, which that would be crazy enough as it is if it's Gladys Knight. It's got a little bit of a License to Kill kind of vibe.
Okay, let's see. It is Donna Summer. I was right.
Holy shit, Donna Summer. This actually isn't a bad song. Zero G Room, Doctor Movie.
What a beautiful message.
Oh, that's right. Lapras was this other Pokemon. I forgot about that. What's up with the heat? Or maybe that's not supposed to be heat. Maybe this is a really bad copy of the film.
It's very possible. Or unless they wanted to do the Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. Look back on the track. There he is. He's sketching something. Couldn't have been sketching the legendary battle that people would have wanted to know for centuries. He's drawn a boat. It's always weird to me that it's supposed to be a Shelder that gets on Slowbro and Slowpoke and all that stuff, and does not look at all like a Shelder or a Cloyster. Weird Al.
What the? Yeah, Mr. Mime should show up during Weird Al.
Yeah. Pokemon. Okay, I get it. That's pretty good. This makes a lot of sense. I'm glad that they did this. I always liked Weird Al.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Brock.
It's Brock.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Ivy. The name did sound a little bit familiar to me, but I didn't know who she was. She's the one that he stayed with for a little bit. That's right.
Why didn't he come on the adventure?
He was like, I think he was like studying Pokemon with her. Like he wanted to hang out
Yeah,
and
okay.
see what's up.
Studying. He was studying everything but Pokemon
Yeah.
with her. Studying anatomy with her is what he was doing.
I want to study biology. Oh, you're studying Pokemon biology?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. I want to see why Metapod uses Harden. Now, they did that little thing where the guy's looking at the card from the previous movie. It would make more sense for them to tease what the next one is. Which the next one,
The
if I
next one
remember
is
correctly, was
Entei.
the Unknown, I think.
Yeah, and it's the girl's dad is like in spirit is inside of an Entei.
Yeah, I don't remember that one all that well. But I'm pretty sure I saw it. And that's it. That's the end.
All right.
Weird movies. Perpetually. Seems like that's just their theme is just kind of let's pick a bunch of random elements, put them together and all that, and make you kind of question what the hell were you thinking when you were a kid and you're watching this? Were you processing it the same way or not?
I love that. Let's not say goodbye. Let's just say we're gonna die.
So I like the first one better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, as a kid, like it's awesome to see any new Pokemon when you're like, especially in this range where it was like, oh my god, Generation 2, like a whole new set. And like now we're finally getting the legendary birds and all that. So I remember liking this as a kid. In retrospect, there is more to take out of the first one for like that whole existential crisis and stuff that happens in the middle of it and stuff. But like
And this one had a lot to take. Like it was very centered around balance and unity and, being one,
admitting that you like Ash.
admitting that you like Ash. And getting like a little love pound from your soul sister now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would assume that probably they go downhill after these. I don't know for sure because I don't remember the third one. I know I've seen the third one, or I'm pretty sure that I've seen it, but I don't remember it. I remembered a couple little elements of this. So maybe that's my age, just being like, well, I got a little bit older at that point, so maybe I just didn't pay much attention to it or whatever. But I can't imagine that the next one is great. I don't really know a whole bunch of people that say like any of them are particular all that fantastic, but
Guess 5, you wanted this. You got it.
I enjoyed watching it back again. You know, it's fun to watch the movies that you saw when you were a kid and see I'm thinking to like, you know, what was the my prevailing thought after this? Was I going, they jobbed out Articuno or like yeah, some kind of thing like that?
Now, I kind of think that we need to up the cheekiness next time and do something like Batman and Robin.
I still
But-
think the Super Mario Brothers movie would be a
Oh my
fantastic
god,
thing.
yes. I take back what I said. We need to do the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Batman and Robin is definitely on the list. That has to be a future fan tracks. And
You want to know how you can decide what the next fan tracks is? You donate to the Patreon, right, Tony?
that is indeed true, because Guest 5 did. He picked this movie, and thank you a million times over for Guest 5 for picking it. But maybe you do want to see us do more of these. Maybe you are a huge Pokemon fan and you want us to watch like their 48th movie by now at this point.
Well, they just redid the one we watched before on
That's
Netflix.
true. And there's Mewtwo Returns, and there's Detective Pikachu. I mean, I loved Detective Pikachu. I thought it was fantastic.
That was a great movie.
You know, there's plenty of different options we could go with in the future on like the more of the kid spectrum, or maybe you're like, I'm not big into the Pokemon stuff, but I would totally love to watch them watch Glengarry
Spider-Man, the
Glen
animated
Ross.
series.
Something, yeah. Like
What?
Glengarry Glen Ross popped into my mind.
You can see where Tony's mind is.
A bunch of people sitting around talking about real estate. But there's also other things that you should be aware of, obviously, if you want to show your support and you are not able to donate to the Pick Your Poison tier. If you got $1 to spare towards the Patreon, then that's also awesome and greatly appreciated. Everything on that spectrum is great, but maybe you don't have that. And if that's the case, then if you want to show your support in another way, you could just share things. You can like things, follow things, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. Ring that little notification bell, pass the links around to friends of yours that might be interested in some like articles or some different podcast things, or leave a comment. Tell us what you thought about this movie. Tell us what you thought about the fan tracks. Although if you're the type of person that leaves a comment that says this isn't the actual fan track or whatever, then it just gets deleted because there's no point in those. But
and if you really think that Fanboys Anonymous randomly uploaded the whole movie, you deserve to feel whatever you're feeling.
Especially if after you listen to this whole thing, you're listening to us now an hour and a half later and going, wait, this wasn't the Well, there's the TeePublic, there's the Redbubble, there's merchandise shops for those, so check that out if you're interested. I would love to get more Pokemon designs up if I could think of some and be able to actually do them. So if you have any suggestions about that, tell me. Maybe I'll figure out something. If you have any
suggestions about what Pokemon Tony or I might be, drop that in the comments as well.
I am very curious what Pokemon we would be. I mean, we talked about what Toy Story characters kind of thing. I have no idea Pokemon-wise, so yeah, definitely tell us.
I'm searching it right now.
Nothing coming to your mind immediately?
Well, I said Psyduck.
For yourself, yeah.
Because I feel like that encompasses me. I get stressed out. I blow up,
I can think of a bunch that I definitely wouldn't be. Like, I can't imagine me being like a Beedrill.
You're definitely not a Snorlax.
Yeah, the little sleep that I get, definitely not.
You don't sleep.
If we're limited to the first 150, that's maybe a different story too, because I don't know a lot of the other ones, like Gen 4 and stuff like that. I mean, I know pretty much all of them now. Like, I can't name all of them. There's like 900 of them, but like, I can't tell you what was Zeraora. Like, I don't even know the name of that one. It's just like an electric tiger thing. Like, I don't know about that kind of stuff, but yeah, if you have any suggestions, what Pokemon are we? Drop them in the comments. And I think I pretty much plugged everything that I got to plug. Go for it.
Yeah, I can plug things. WrestleZone.com and Fightful.com. That's where you can find me working. It feels weird to plug those websites on a non-wrestling podcast. But yeah, that's where I am. I'm also at Dude Fleece on Twitter and Instagram. You can go check me out there. And yeah, let's do this again.
Yeah. And when we do it again, you guys will be aware, and we'll see you then. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching if you watched along with us. Thank you to Guest 5 for donating to the Patreon and requesting this. And we will see you next time, everybody. But for now, it's time for us to geek out.